Oh, shit.
You're live.
Gotta lube it up. oh, oh my goodness. It is me. It is I. I am the greatest there is, the greatest there was, and the greatest there ever will be. I am greatness personified myself. Yes, yes, Stoney, greatness. And I'm here. Oh, oh, thanks. Y'all late, but it's okay.
They late.
It's all right. Thank you.
I saw somebody passing the blunt around in the audience.
It's all right. Better make his way up here.
Hi,
Sit down. Shut up. All right. And I'm here with the man of the hour, the myth, the legend, the activist, the author, the educator, the entertainer, the elevator, the creator, the philanthropist. Yeah, it's him. Yeah, it's he. So show some respect. Bend the knee. Because they come from all across the world to see the man who wears the crown that hangs 2 inches from the ground. He is your king. He is my king. He is King Kevyn.
everybody. What's going on, y'all? Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of the GreatMines Show, where we are talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, Episode 4. Hey, Stoney. How you feeling today?
Hey, I'm great.
Greatness.
We sent we got the order sent back.
What's
Hey,
up, more? What's up, Grip? Look, you're already on it. What's up, Grip? What you were saying?
yeah, we got our order taken back because we got sent a dish that no one ordered. You know, we did
Well,
not order any of any type of premier Slasian queen.
oh, we just jumping right to it.
Yeah, why not? Rip the band-aid right on off. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
This episode,
great episode.
they
My
had
no, go ahead.
so in this episode, their main challenge was to take an iconic moment, like this is your moment, have it, like iconic moments like that.
Back rolls.
Back rolls, yeah, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Look, oh wait, Mara said, "Don't wait, jump right in."
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, we just get right to it. We're a serious drag journalist here.
So in this episode, they were taking these moments and they had to create a music commercial for what was it? This is Drag Bitch Volume 1.
Yep.
And Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Bruno
Bitch,
from the
I'm a drag queen.
Bitch, I'm a drag queen. There it is.
Yeah. And yeah, it's basically like those compilations that we used to see
Wow,
up and stuff
now
like that.
music or gospel had one, country, like everyone has like
the 80s, the 60s.
Yeah, different genres have like
right.
a compilation
and
of
they
the
would show
best
the commercial with the snippets of the music with the rolling.
I'm sorry, to all of my Gen Zers and you guys aren't familiar with those late night music commercials where they were selling DVD or not DVD, CDs.
CDs, yes.
Or cassette tapes even.
Yes, y'all probably are like, what? Yes,
right.
Those are music.
There were
mediums.
commercials.
Yes.
I mean, you guys had to hurt like the Slow Jam was one with Tony Braxton, Anita Baker, and Teddy. Damn, I don't want to say Teddy Pendergrass, even though he was one. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
Some classic music, y'all.
Yeah.
But they were classics, and even this type of commercial is classic. And of course, this is Drag Race, so it needs to be comedic classic.
Yes.
And we had two different groups.
Yes.
Yeah, we had two different groups for one for volume one and one
One
for
and one
volume
for
two.
yes.
Um, I I don't even know how to get into this portion of like the breaking up of the two different teams. So I actually would have to look and see. Like I'm gonna say there was Crystal Envy's team, and then wait. Roscoe said Team Anya.
Ah, hey, Stat Boy.
I'm glad Roscoe said that because y'all know there's a whole thing about Team Anya right now.
Yes.
But actually, Stat Boy, help me out. Was it Team Crystal and Team Anya? They weren't in the same team. That's how we're going to classify it.
Yeah, no. Crystal Envy and Onion Nerves were not on the
They
same
were in
team.
two different teams.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to kind of classify it like that because, long story short, those two were the most stand out
right
in their teams.
Right. As far as combination of number and and runway. Yes.
And depending on which memory you
and
received,
yeah.
there was a genre associated with it. So there was a country one, there was a rock one, Susie Toot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Susie Toot also had a very, very good showing this episode as well. Not saying anything, sneezing at Susie Toot. Y'all know I am a tutor. So, like I love me some Toot. I do. I love me some Toot. But like, yes, Crystal and Anya, definitely outshined her just a little bit, just a little bit more, than Susie. But Susie was solid.
Between the two teams, Crystal Envy, what she did was she just jumped right in and took charge of what was happening with her team.
Right.
No one named her team captain, but everyone fell in line, and their thing was everyone on some level was working together. Yeah, this is your spot. This is your spot. I think that it highlighted their ability to shine even with the other girls around for the most part.
Right.
I'm trying to think.
They were volume one. Yeah.
Right, volume one.
Right. Team volume one. Yeah.
The one of the first performances I remember was Lana Del Rey and Lydia B. Collins, and they were representing Morgan McMichaels and
Mystique Summers.
Mystique Summers,
yes,
from season 2.
Yes,
and theirs was actually really cute.
From Chicago. Yeah, that
one. Their commercial was actually really cute because they were trying to play Miss Congenial while beating the hell out of each other during their performance. The highlight of their performance legitimately was Crystal Envy in the background rolling in nothing but her pantyhose and a bra and a wig cap looking like tumbleweed.
Yes, and the assignment you did not when a tumbleweed is the star of your little vignette. So it was okay. It was okay.
Right.
It was okay. It was okay. It was a safe. It was
bet, funny. It made me laugh. It made Rue for the most part. But it was funny. It was. It wasn't like I'm reaching funny. It was just genuinely funny.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give them that.
And because we're going to be mixing the conversation and everything else like that as well, the runway category was it's quilted or something like that. Something,
Mr. Journalist.
Something. I think it's quilted or something. But yeah, so like it was a quilted motif, so everyone had to show something off, quilted or have a quilted pattern or something like that. It has to be something quilted.
Right.
So just splicing it in about Lana Del Rey. I did enjoy Lana's runway. I thought it was very cute.
It was very multicolored.
Yes, it was very much multicolored. I thought it was very cute, anime inspirationist and stuff like that. Like I liked it.
Watching the pit stop, Monet and Diabetic, who was the guest this week, were talking about like she had these. I don't know what the clothing thing is called.
Nah, better.
But like basically, it's like the little horseshoe thing. I don't know what to call it. What the actual term for this piece of clothing. They were saying that they wanted it bigger. They wanted it to be more. I think personally that Lana Del Rey's outfit on the runway was great. I honestly would not have changed anything about it. I don't think. What's up? How are you? Hey, Jamel. I don't think that
I think that
Lana's
those
look
bell bottoms could have been bigger and
bell
more,
bottoms. Thank you.
yeah, the bell bottoms. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
But all right,
Did you say around her ankles?
no,
Oh, see?
no.
Yeah.
But it's okay though
Okay.
because I'm okay with this. I'm usually the one that's saying, "Give me more, give me bigger." I don't think that there was anything else that Lana really could have done to make this look any better, in my opinion.
I definitely think that the bell bottoms could have been way more like
If I'm
layered
looking,
and then also bigger, you know what I mean? And
if
then
I'm looking
just,
at all the girls on the runway, I think that it was good for what it gave. I just feel that it,
right.
she's in some steep competition. She looked amazing. Her challenge was meh.
But I also feel like looking at Lana, like that was she hit one of her, she used up one of her boosts in the race. You know how in the racing games you get a certain amount of boosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used up one of her boosts. This was one of her boosts.
You think?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way?
I just have a gut feeling like based off of the quality of her runway and how they've been thus far, that this was one of her boosts. So she was, and I think that she like I didn't watch Untucked, but I'm pretty sure that this was a week like especially with her runway, like she was probably thinking like with this runway I should win. You know what I mean, and stuff like that.
See, that's why I don't think it's a boost. Like I
Mm.
think certain queens have their moment where they may be safe and barely, or like they've been coasting and they have some type of spark and it just shoots them up. And I wouldn't see this for Lana. Though it was very good
Well,
in
no,
my
the boost, you
opinion.
may use your boost, but that don't mean that you're gonna get up to the front of the race whenever you use your boost.
I don't know. I think because it is season 17 and we've expected so much from these queens that boost right there don't feel like a boost to me.
Right.
It doesn't feel like a boost.
It feels like a wasted boost, honestly.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Lydia while we're talking about Lana?
I thought Lydia's look actually was pretty good this week compared to last week.
She was compared to Willow Pill by Diabetes. A look that Willow Pill did. I think it was very tannish. It was very comforter, like a
Right.
little.
I just
It was
didn't.
cute. I
I
enjoyed it.
it was better than last week's, but to me, it just didn't it didn't land for me. Like it was like then she had the strips and it was like kind of a little furry. Like
Yeah,
it looked
that's
like
why I'm calling it cute.
it looked like but no, it looked like she took a fur costume, right, and then wrapped it around like how strippers be wrapping their legs with
Yeah.
the
Yes, it
yeah.
did. Yes, it
That's
did.
what it looked like. It looked like a bunny
But it didn't look bad though.
that was a stripper.
Who doesn't
And
like a stripper bunny?
no, but it wasn't executed sexily. It was executed clumsily, in my opinion.
I wouldn't call it clumsily. I would have said whimsically.
Okay.
That's the energy that I get. But that's my opinion. Also in this particular group, volume 1, we had Joella. Now, Joella in the challenge was giving the gospel themed music. And what was her moment from Drag Race that she's supposed to have been? Wendy, how are you? I know you're in New York, right? Let's chat. But no, Joella's theme was rewrite the story. And it was given a gospel theme.
Yeah, Mariah Balenciaga.
And she has no religion. She during the workroom, she even said how she's whitewashed her own culture from herself so that she could fit in. So it's like she's not even giving us her Asian culture really, or lean like a lot of queens do that if they come from a different culture or background.
Right.
They typically lean into that and it usually works for them.
Yes.
I don't think that Joella has an identity outside of the Joella, which right now still feels like you're picking for something. Her performance to me was one note.
Yeah, very much one note. I think that this was something that she kind of figured goes on at church, and based off of the
Media portrayal of church and a drag queen's limited knowledge of.
Right, and it wasn't. It wasn't good. Her faces were terrible. There were moments like, especially where the one where she pulled off the wig. Honestly, it looked like, Kim Jong-un in drag.
And she
Like,
did. That's exactly what she
like it
looked
was.
like.
Hey,
There
I'm
was a
sorry.
moment. There was a moment, and what you're packing with Joella and I guess let's go with the beans.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mean to do that, but there was a conversation that Joella was having with Michelle Visage, um, about feeling pretty, and her drag mom saying, "You're ugly. Let me beat your face," and then she felt pretty. I feel like with Joella, she hasn't really discovered herself yet. She's pulling. I actually think that if she would have got Laganja Estranja, that would have been funny. But Joella just, I don't think she has an idea or a real clear vision of who she is as a
Right,
drag
and that's the
artist.
reason why I think that it was damned if she do, damned if she don't. Like that's like what oh yeah, that's what happens. Like this damned if she do, damned if she don't. Like I think that this was honestly her time. I do. I don't think that it would have been no matter what other number she would have gotten. It would not have changed to
I
me the
I do
result. I
think
don't think that she would have had the
uh,
the bona fides to even pull off, based off of what she's presented. I don't think that this was her challenge. Like, you know, yeah, no.
well, last week wasn't her challenge either.
Because all like if you look at Joe, like all of her facial expressions that she was using throughout the number were the same facial expressions that she's been using throughout the lip sync, same facial expressions that she used in her opening talent number. She is
Yes.
like it was a one note type of
You
thing, and
know the
with this
bad
thing, you
thing.
can't be one note.
I don't even like it is one note, but I don't know that it's fair to classify it as one note. I would say she just. I don't think she's discovered herself yet. I really don't think
And
Joella,
she
and
has one bell.
she's been
She doesn't
doing
have a plethora of bells to ring and make up a good song. She just has one bell,
she's
and
been
she
doing drag
rings
for
that
5
bell.
years.
She rings that bell until the cows come home. God damn it! Like she's like, I'm gonna ring this bell.
Yeah, no, 5 years of drag. I feel stupid.
Because she did it. She did it tonight.
Well, 5 years of drag. I'm coming from the LA area. I'm wondering how much she's liked because like someone would pull your coattail within 5 years and say, "Hey, here's something that can help you out. Try this, do that." Um, I don't know.
Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not that well liked amongst her local people. Who
Really?
knows? Who knows?
I would never guess that.
I mean, she's an icon. I know, but still, like, yeah.
All right. So we have Lana, we have Lydia B. Collins, we have Joella, we have Crystal Envy.
Yes.
Wait, who else was in that group? I'm forgetting somebody. Was it?
You had what in
Wait.
the first group?
Yes.
Who? Uh, Lingerie, Lydia B. Um, Crystal Envy, Jules and Arietti,
Okay.
and Harmona.
Wait. Really?
Yeah, Harmona was in that first one.
All right. So let's talk about Harmona then. And
Yeah.
I don't think Arietti and Jules they were in volume 2.
No, they were in volume 1.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Arietti and Jill Sparkles. They were given back roles.
Mm-hmm.
And this was Jay Jolie and Alyssa Edwards.
Yep.
I liked it. And when I say I liked it, I mean like it was a good filler number. It didn't necessarily stand out. They were reading each other, clocking each other, but it was okay. Jill Sparkle, she kind of like sold the lip sync of it all a little bit better. It was cute. And then it was Scarlet Envy. I keep saying Scarlet. Crystal Envy.
Crystal Envy.
Jesus.
Good
Are y'all
job,
running out
get a
of
grip,
names?
girl.
Are y'all running out of names that everyone has the same last name? I don't know how many Davenports there are and Montreses and this girl. It's a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
And they're not even related.
Yeah, but not a lot of envies.
That's what I'm saying. They're not even related.
Yeah.
Crystal Envy, however, I think in this episode, the way she took charge, she stepped up. She had a creative vision. She directed the girls, and she did an amazing job. Her performance. Who did she get? Oh God, you're horrible.
I know, I am. I'm terrible. It was good. God, get a grip, girl.
It all right. So as the music was playing, I was talking to Roscoe. I was like,
Was it unprofessional?
yes, yes, it was
Okay.
unprofessional from Latrice
Latrice
Royale after the
Snatch Game.
And the way that Crystal Envy, like the song itself, I want to hear on Apple Music, on Spotify. That was a great song.
It was a banger.
It's a good house song, club song, whatever you want. But it was amazing. She utilized the girls in the background doing like dips and stuff and duck walking. Roscoe had a theory that after Anitra, everybody's been doing this duck walk thing. And more power to you.
Well,
Anitra.
the duck walk was on, you know what I mean?
It's been done before.
Been done on,
but it hasn't been magnified until Anitra walked it
but
up.
Anitra with walk that, walk that tucking duck.
Yes.
It's like, yes, Anitra, you are the duck queen. Like, and so, now everybody is. Which, hey, go ahead. Anitra did that, so.
And you said Harmona was in this group.
Yes, her Mona Lisa with her Chanel in season 1, where
I nominate me.
Yes, I nominate myself, for elimination, because every season Ru asks girls, who among you should be eliminated, and then they go through that whole thing, and Chanel was the first person on the first season to say, I nominate myself, I think I should go. But it was like, okay,
right,
and so. But yeah, she was all right. The ending product was good. The ending product was decent. It was safe.
I have an issue. When it comes to a look, you can count on Harmona to give you a look. When it comes to a lip sync, like compared to Q, who cannot dance, but at least she would get the lip sync together.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. My mama's up. So, Harmona is not a dancer.
No.
But she's also not a lip syncer either. Like every lip sync that she's done so far, I'm offended at how much she's messed up her lip sync and no one's called her on it yet. Like we saw the episode where
likewise with Joella too, because and these are songs that they did the voiceover to people. So they wrote these part. And they recorded them.
I don't know if any of you ever recorded something. It's very rare that you're going to get it perfect in one take. You're going to do it multiple takes, which kind of like gives you that muscle memory. How do you come up with your lyrics? You record it and you get on stage and you still mess up.
Still don't know what the words are to the song that you wrote.
I was so obvious about it. Like it almost comes off as I don't care. I don't know. There's something about Harmona that I don't get. And it's more so why she's still around. Mm-hmm. Why was she invited and why is she still around? Again, looks okay. That's it. When I say looks, I'm not talking about her mug either. I'm talking about her dresses. Her dress, she's a beautiful seamstress.
I would
even
love
in
to see
the runway for this one with the quilted one, she it gave me like a pastel, very flared. The dress was cute.
Yeah, no, runway was beautiful. Like it was the actual like Amish quilted looking type of setup.
She understands the challenge when it comes to the runway.
And yeah, like it was beautiful. She had the old timey little curly little hair and stuff. I don't
call it updo.
Yeah,
but so I also know she hasn't done like really big drag hair, but I feel like the looks that she's pulled off, the hair is always complemented to
It,
outfits for the most
in the
part.
proportions
The
of
proportions, yeah. So it's like, even though I'm not getting the big drag hair that you guys know that I love to see, she's still. It's kind of like with again Q, who Q pulled some amazing looks. I just felt like she just under delivered when it came to the hair.
right.
I think that Mona Lisa is doing just enough with her hair to not have the drag hair gods, aka me, coming down on her.
Yeah, yeah, because the boy.
So then we go to volume 2,
Volume 2, yes.
in which we have Sam Starr, we have Corey
With
King,
Acacia Forgot, they
Acacia
did
forgot, yes,
a tango-y number about who the heck was it? I forgot what
and I know this.
their uh thing was.
Honestly,
Oh, it was Candy Muse and Tamisha Imam. Uh
so here's my problem.
what was the damn
Star quality.
Star Quality? And
Here's-
they don't got Star Quality.
Here is my problem with Acacia and Sam Starr. One, stop putting these two together. Let them have their own time to shine, because Acacia is pulling Sam down.
Yeah.
And I think on some level Sam Starr knew that and was like, okay, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure it works. It was passable. I feel like Sam Starr and Acacia Forgot's performance was on the same level as Jewel Sparkles and Arietti. It was good. I can't really pick it apart and say, oh, this part was worse than the other, or it was funny. It was good. They both had their red get up, which brings me to Acacia Forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Every dress looks the same in a different color. The sewn on sleeve of a different material with that pointed shoulder pad.
Yeah, with the like poofy shoulder pad.
Yes.
I forgot what it's called. There's a name for it, but I don't.
And like all of her
I'm not a fashion
dresses,
designer.
neither am I. Clearly, I'm not.
Mm-mm.
But most of her outfits are the same exact pattern with different colors and variations of material. I'm surprised no one's called her. I mean, yeah, we're only at episode 4. I get it. But I feel like if Michelle Visage can call out Arietti for her makeup little eye nose thing that she's been doing, you can definitely call out Acacia for her looks, because at least with Arietti, she always looks good.
Right.
Regardless
now, I
if you like it or not.
Acacia a little credit. The hair this week was great.
Yeah,
I love the hair with the
great.
doilies. I thought
you're talking about her runway.
Yeah,
the
runway.
No, her runway, yes.
The runway was
Yes.
the hair of the runway was the highlight. The dress, again, much to what King Kevin was saying, was that it's very much the same kind of construction and silhouette and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like, play with a little bit more of your body, you know what I mean? And
Last
stuff
week
like that.
was
Like,
Monopulence, and I didn't get that at all from her.
No.
She gave me, this is a hoedown. I'm in my country club gown.
It was Hello Dolly for me. Like,
her runway was, I think, the most I've seen her outside the box, but it was still like the same kind of look. And when you have two different looks in one episode that looks the same, it kind of like is pointed out at this point. And it's not even done in a way that you can say, oh, this is just a signature look for her. It's not. It's just, I think this is the only type of thing she can put together. But the doily hairstyle from her runway was everything. Sam Starr's runway was beautiful. She came out with, which we can see blue is her color. And she had like this quilted gown. The gown was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. But her headpiece, it was definitely like bedhead. She had a pillow behind her head, and her hair was basically matted onto the pillow, but so glamorously done.
Yes, laid out in like a sun ray pattern, like, and they were like little finger waves, like, and it looked like, it looked like she was like, she could just lay down, like it, like somebody took that picture of her like laying down. Like, it was just, and then that smile. Oh my gosh.
And when she turned around on the back of the pillow, it said, "I woke up like this."
I believe
just gorgeous.
Yes.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't talk about Joella's runway.
All right. So
that
long
maxi
story.
that maxi pad of a runway.
Yes, that gay Pop-Tart with a glory hole. Like, cause like, yeah, if you think of a gay Pop-Tart, you're gonna on the side with the frosting would be a picture of RuPaul. You know what I mean? Like this RuPaul. Hey, here's Pride Month Pop-Tarts. It's RuPaul on here, y'all.
Oh, it's okay.
You know, yeah, and that's what Joella had.
We don't want it.
That's what Joella was like, yeah. Because
So
with the glory hole on the pastry side, so on the back with the little cross stitching that Pop-Tarts have, it look kind of quilted like.
yes.
Yeah. Just cut a little glory hole on there and then put a little picture of RuPaul on the back.
So
the
I guess
and then
the idea was that she was a whole freaking mattress or the whole quilt and walked out. It did not give me drag at all.
Nope.
Now, costumey, yes. Executed well, no. From the cutout of the glory hole or where her face belongs, and I'm saying like that because that's exactly where her face was. The cut on that was just like haphazardly done. Like it didn't feel like she put
any effort
effort into it. It's like, I'm gonna have a big quilt. I'm gonna walk on the quilt and I'm gonna turn it, and then when I turn around, you're gonna see RuPaul's face on the back of it. I would have not been impressed if I was RuPaul seeing that. I probably would have been a little bit offended. Honestly,
put my face on this shit.
It was not good.
No,
it was not good. Nowhere in there did she show her body or try to create. When I say show her body, she didn't try to create a silhouette of any kind. It was just giving box. And then the top of the mattress or the quilt or whatever you want to call it started to droop down, which of course it's going to, because why are you wearing it, Joella? Just no.
Like Monet and Diabetes were saying, like I do think that she was in there like just holding it up like this and walking down the runway like this with her face in the front, and you know what I mean?
And when it droops and she got her arms got tired, she put her hands down.
Yeah, she was probably like this, like
because it started to droop. Right. It just not drag. Not that fashion.
That can work as something like that you're doing at the club and you're like opening number of
if it came to a reveal. Like if it led to a reveal, then yes, if that's your setup. But for that to just be your look, that's I'm going to a costume
and the
party.
way that she revealed today, like honestly, like if that would, it would be a cute little Kesha number if she came out on stage, like at the club, mind you, or at the bar, mind you, stuff like that with that little thing. Wake up in the morning feeling like fuck daddy or something like that, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I have my glasses, I'm about that door, and then she pops it off. Don't stop. That would be like cute, like but it
didn't give that at all.
No.
She would have been cute is if that was actually a mattress and she had to rip away like a blanket across her that she ripped away and she got out of bed.
Yeah.
Now that
kind of like how RuPaul just got out of the limo.
Yes.
But that would require other shit. So
no, for Joella, it could have easily been like you have to have something on your body to like keep its form.
Yeah.
But like because it also has to stand up.
Yeah.
So you can step out of it, do your performance, and then come back to it at the end of the performance and go back to sleep. That would have been cute as hell.
Yeah, but that's a lot.
But it's a lot, but it's RuPaul's Drag Race. Could you imagine if she would have turned that?
And the only person who could have turned that and packed it for RuPaul's Drag Race is our own Safira Cristal, like because she's the only drag queen in Drag Race history who was able to bring set pieces to Drag Race, and we love her for it because that's how we do it.
No, now I feel like I'm thinking about Courtney Act with her wingspan or freaking I don't want to call not Priyanka. Oh goodness, she was just on All Stars. Your girl.
Oh, Alyssa?
No, not Global All Stars.
All Stars?
Gosh, Taiwanese.
Oh, Plastique
Tiara.
Yeah.
Like there are pieces that are like just big that you got to be able to break down because Courtney Act did it with those wings.
Yeah.
Make it in segments, and again, get a poster stand, get a light stand, something like that, and construct something to hold it up. And there you go. Put Velcro on the actual blanket, pull it off, reveal a nice outfit, go do your thing, come back, pull it back on, go to sleep. That's the end of your runway. That would be cute. But I digress.
Yeah, we.
Trayvon, what's up, Trayvon? Thanks for checking in. Actually, all of you who checked in this episode, thank you guys so much. Making sure that you are liking and subscribing,
Yes.
sharing our link and commenting, joining the conversation. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race season 17, episode 4, and it's good. These are some really good queens.
Mm-hmm.
So as we continue with this, let me see who we need to touch on next. Let's talk about Susie Toot.
Yeah, Susie Toot,
The toot of it all.
who tooted herself very like and just my Aries sister. I love
So-
Susie Toot so much. Like Susie Toot came to play today, like and was not leaving no crumbs. Like she definitely put on a show. Like she got Aja. And which is amazing because Aja is trash. And like she took Aja to
I'm tired of y'all playing Aja
she
like
took
that.
Aja to like like such great heights there with her. You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like a Linda Evangelista and stuff. And that iconic moment when she was sitting there looking like a freaking
That doll
she
from Rugrats.
yeah, she was. It was. Yes, no, she. Yeah, she looked like the doll mixed with the mom, drawn by a drunk toddler.
Yes.
Like that's what she looked like. Like that is what she looked like. Like it was
as
terrible.
she was complaining about the most beautiful
Princess
girl.
Disaster.
But wait, as she was complaining about one of the most beautiful queens to ever grace Drag
Yes.
Race history,
Looking like that, had a nerve. Like I felt so bad for Valentina. But then
Susie Toot though.
Yeah, Susie Toot.
Let me
It was rock and
chime in.
roll.
I want to chime in on this one because I like Susie. She's not one of my favorites. But one of the reasons why she hasn't been one of my favorites is because her makeup. Her makeup is like she's trying to do her signature thing. I get it. But
we don't have a problem with Ariette's though.
No, because Ariette's makeup is actually really cute. I think that when Susie Toot does it, it's not as feminine as I would like it to be. It's not giving me drag. It's giving me a clown. And not even like drag clown. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Jimbo, but when Jimbo does her makeup, that is clown drag versus just clown.
Yeah. Crystal Method, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a lot more feminized because it's still drag. With Susie Toot, she looked a lot of times in previous episodes, she looked like a boy with some lipstick on. She did. Not sorry about it. But episode 4, Susie pulled out 2 looks that was jaw-dropping, just stunning. I mean, she's not a glamour girl, but her makeup was on point this week. Her makeup was so on point. In her challenge, she gave us the goth, the rock, and comedy with it, and it was wonderful. It was very entertaining. She looked great doing it. I had to remind myself that I'm looking at Susie Toot because I almost didn't even recognize her because she was so feminized and her makeup was beautiful. She gave me big hair. It wasn't super big, but it was drag big for Susie. I was happy. It wasn't a little kitten wig. It was hair, and I loved it. Susie Toot, we are tooting for you.
Yes.
We are tooting for you.
Yes. We were tooting. That runway was spectacular. Like she looked great in the little vignette. It was absolutely amazing. Tootie toot. Susie Toot. Yeah.
I'm gonna go next to Lexi Love.
Let's go.
Her moment. Well, this is your moment when she was
Jasmine Kennedy.
When she was putting together her
her
commercial. Acacia Forgot was kind of like making it seem like it's not going to, how they do the edit. Like, oh, girl, you in trouble because when I tell you Lexi Love is the icon she is because she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Lexi knows what she's doing. Um,
She did her homework. She knows that this is a race, like with multiple laps, and she is playing the long game,
and she has the stamina for it.
Yes.
In the workroom, they were talking about coming into drag, and Lexi revealed that she had been through some very traumatic hardships growing up as a young queer kid.
And transitioning
Homelessness,
stuff,
the whole transitioning thing. Her drag mom inviting her to stay with her, but not even really having it herself. So I don't know. Like at first they were talking about how old she is because she's the oldest queen in the room, but she's not old, and she has like these experiences that kind of solidifies her journey and her art form on top of her grit is just crazy because like you can tell she's from the streets. She literally grew up off the streets, and she still comes off as so polished to me. Like the street, like with like you have to buff certain things to make it shine. Like the hardships in her life has definitely buffed her, and she is so polished, and she is so gorgeous, and she is so talented, and I freaking love Lexi Love. Her runway was actually created by Utica.
Yes.
Which this episode seems to have been inspired by Utica's look.
Right. With the whole quilted, where she took the jackets and the quilted jackets and made that, big old overcoat looking dress. It was great job, Utica. But great job on this. Like this looked absolutely amazing. I can totally see the whole Utica,
So
inspiration
it's
behind
crazy
it and
how
everything.
yes, I don't think Utica would have worn it the way Lexi wore it.
Yeah.
Lexi wore this outfit. It was black. There was nets in there. Like the headpiece on that look.
It was crystallized.
She was crystallized. But since we're talking about being crystallized, let us talk about Miss
Yo
Corey
girl.
King.
Yo girl.
Disclaimer. Corey, I think you're
Your
hot.
last name is King. Your first name.
I know, right?
Y'all,
I think you are bodied down. I love your personality. I love your confidence.
Loves your face.
I love your confidence. No, no, handsome person. In drag, it gives drag as a boy. It's like, okay, yeah. I don't get it. Like, I have since Meet the Queens praised you.
Yes.
I've been in love with you, Corey King.
Very much so.
From the very beginning.
The beginning.
This is the beginning.
We're terrible people.
And now I'm conflicted. It's one thing if you have a bad week. Like last week, Lucky Stars had a bad week.
Yes. Went home because of it.
Yes. This week, I can't put my finger on it for you, Corey. It wasn't good. It was not good.
No.
Corey King decided that, well, she got Kenny Davenport's I crystallized.
And I died and I crystallized. I was a, boss bitch chicken or some shit that
who got gutted.
Yeah.
And she died and then crystallized.
Yes.
And this was a moment I think that could have been great. I think Susie Toot said something because everyone was making fun of her dress last week. The cheap. I think the bird was the. I'm sorry. I think the look was great. It just wasn't the challenge. So she internalized that somehow and thought that it was an ugly look, which she actually looked great in it. It just wasn't the challenge. and try to say she wanted to. I get what she wanted to do. Kill it.
Did you?
I get it. Do I think it was smart? No. I don't. I don't think it was a smart thing to do. And then to crystallize. Now, if she had executed that properly, I would have at least been like, okay, I can see where she was going with that. I couldn't tell where she was going with that because she took off a piece
No one could.
A piece of the outfit, not even a whole outfit.
She took the drapery of the outfit. The outfit
around
was
the waist,
draped around her,
and had it snatched off of her to reveal a bodysuit in the same exact color that just sparkled a little bit,
slightly on camera. There was no crystallized or anything else like that. Like, yeah, like
between the lyrics and the look and the performance, nothing made sense to me.
Yeah, no.
So
it was a miss.
Corey,
it was a miss.
If there weren't other girls that are currently there that I want to see go home, this would have been, should have been.
Yeah. And then, you then come to the runway with a look that is pretty. It's a pretty look. It's just that your silhouette, you didn't look into a mirror. I don't think you looked into a mirror. And then if you did, it wasn't.
If you did, it
wasn't
felt
with
like
a critical eye.
Yeah, it felt like, oh, I gotta hurry up, get on the runway. Let me just hurry up and put this together. And then if I was playing Jane, don't you tell them I made that? Now the concept of the look was not bad. The way she wore it and the execution of the train, she had a train that should have just like flattened out, and there's just a little bump on the back of it, like a body was being, like a midget body was being,
like all the stuffing was down in the bottom of it,
right?
And it wasn't.
So I can imagine it was supposed to be quilted. She has that quilted fabric, like the cotton on the inside, and they didn't stitch it in. They just threw it in, and it just sat in the back.
Right. And then the hair.
What hair?
Yeah, there wasn't any. Apparently, it was under this little kufi looking.
She had a
hat.
kufi, like
little turban,
looked like Abu from Aladdin that he would wear.
Little fez.
Yeah. And then the back of the hair wasn't glued down because you could see it coming up. I am so disappointed to have to read you like this, Corey.
He is.
I'm so disappointed because I love you.
He does.
Even though you like butthole. I like you.
Yeah. He likes butthole, but not that butthole.
Yeah. And in me liking you, I saw a future with you, Corey. Like, it was real. Roscoe knew and everything. And then you pulled this. And I want to say you did it and it came off like you didn't care, but you were super confident with it. Super confident.
Yeah, should have been bigger hair, should have been bigger earrings, to kind of balance out the big ass, titties and the big old butt, that you had, and then it would have worked. And then it might have no, it would not have kept you out of the bottom today. No. Like you and Joella were clearly the bottoms of the bottoms, like this week. Did we forget anybody else that in the challenge? Yeah. No. So
I specifically waited to do Corey Kyng because of that reason.
Yeah. So needless to say, the bottom two of the episode was Joella and Corey Kyng.
We were all rooting for you.
Yes. And the tops for the week were...
No, we didn't talk about the other top.
Oh, who?
On Your Nerves.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about On Your Nerves. All right.
Save the best for last, maybe?
Yes, we will. We have. Because Anya just, first off, when she stepped onto, she drew the Laganja Estranja when she came out and did her little comedy thing. Put the lighters up, and stuff like that.
Laganja was not funny.
No.
But Anya was able to use her quotes verbatim and made them funny while doing like this.
Yeah, she had like a
glam,
Billie Holiday type of jazzy type of
set.
Wow.
Her look,
like that type of music.
Her voice,
yes.
Her comedic timing, her performance,
yes.
On Your Nerves,
On Your Nerve was hitting that good nerve.
The good one.
The good one.
And she was just tickling it.
It got your leg like this.
Yes. Oh my God. On Your Nerves On Your Nerve.
Yeah.
What is the moment right now?
Yes, it was great. Like, it was great. And then she came out on the runway looking like, she's your queen to be.
She used like African quilted,
forever.
I don't want to call it trim, but like a sash
Yeah.
around different spots to silhouette her body. She used it as a head wrap with the largest afro.
Diana Ross afro.
Like, yeah, it wasn't like one of those tight round afros. It was like,
it was a Diana Ross afro,
beautiful,
like, where she
hair.
Like, where her hair is like all the way out here, and it's like, lady, I know that that's not your hair, but I'm not gonna say nothing because you are Diana Ross
and you're wearing it so well.
Yeah.
So literally, there's nothing to say.
Was her teeth wooden?
Huh?
Diana Ross. I always like, why does she got wooden teeth like George Washington? But no, it's just how it is.
You mentioned teeth, and I thought about Kyng.
Oh yeah, well, she does it. Apparently.
I am obsessed with this. Ever since PJ mentioned it, I have been obsessed with looking at clips of Kyng trying to see her top row.
That was terrible. Oh goodness.
Oh, that's PJ's fault. Hey PJ.
Yes.
But anyway, so the top two queens in this episode. Who were I know On Your Nerve.
Top three were the tops were Crystal Envy.
Oh yeah, Crystal.
Susie Toots and On Your Nerves, with On Your Nerve winning the episode and 5,000
right.
plus.
When I tell you the way that On Your Nerve won and the feeling that came with her winning, like standing ovation, because like this is just a maxi challenge. This isn't the competition, the entire competition. But in that moment, Anya made me see her in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's not a safe queen.
She's the front runner. She's up in the lead pack. She is up in the lead pack, right up there with the front runners and everything.
Like, she is a front runner.
She's a threat.
And when we go over our rankings, I might gag you a little bit.
Well, whatever.
And in the bottom, rightfully so, we have Joella and Corey Kyng.
Yes.
And I'm just waiting because this mattress that Joella is wearing, I'm like, she's gonna take it off, right? Not only did she not take it off, they lip sync to Loosen Up My Buttons by Pussycat Dolls featuring Snoop Dogg,
which is a drag quintessential. Like, this is one of the songs that baby drag queens get in their starter pack.
Not starter pack
to know how to knock out of the park, like, because it's the Pussycat Dolls for one thing, and it's buttons. Like, the song itself is just sex, so you should be able to sell it. Like, that's all you got to do on buttons, is just sell sex. Like, you don't got to camp nothing up, just sell sex.
So it starts with Snoop Dogg's verse, and
the Pop-Tart just flips around to the frosted part.
Corey Kyng is lip syncing to it, but there's moments where I'm like, I don't think she really knows what's happening, and she's like performing around it, so you don't really realize that she don't really know the words. Joella just completely turns her back to the judging panel to show RuPaul. I guess the idea was that RuPaul was supposed to be the one lip syncing it.
Yeah, while she was just dancing around in there, like.
No. That's not it. That was not it at all, Joella.
It was nothing.
And then when you did turn around, your lip sync wasn't on point.
Nope.
She did eventually take the mattress off.
Nope.
And reveal it to a bodysuit.
And then I don't care how young you are. Again, baby gays, not only is buttons a part of a drag queen starter pack, it is a part of your post-millennial gay starter pack. Like, because again, it is the Pussycat Dolls. All right. Like, I don't think y'all understand how important the Pussycat Dolls are. Okay. Like, and it's buttons. All right.
I mean, the melody is so repetitious that even if you don't know the words, you could still fake it. Like quintessential starter pack.
Yeah.
And Joella.
Like it's a couple of parts that if you don't know no words, you could just be with
Yes. But
like
it was the confidence that she had last week that she knew that she was going to send Lucky Stars home. And this week, Corey had one reveal. And it was just the kufi came off and it was a long ponytail. I was happy that it was. Her hairography was on point. Enough.
Oh my God.
Enough to win the lip sync.
Oh my God.
What's wrong? What's wrong? That's the way it's supposed to be.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
For all of you people who are sports heads. Wait, is that a win or winning?
It's well, this is pretty much a win. They're up by 25 with seven less than 8 minutes to go. Like
Eagles versus the Commanders. Eagles are in the lead.
Yep. So right now, Eagles are on their way to the Super Bowl.
Go Birds. You can say it.
I would not.
Well, how about this? Corey Kyng looked like Big Bird. Go Birds. She won the lip sync. Go Birds. A big old yellow bird.
So yeah, Corey Kyng won the lip sync. Sending Joella to the Badonkadonk challenge. All right. And so she went and pulled the lever, and thank God it did not lead to nothing. So she was gone.
So
for real.
You watched the pit stop?
I did watch the pit stop, but again,
did you see the part where they were talking
was
about
on there, and I kind of tuned her out a lot. It's just the natural reaction.
Betty and Monet Exchange are quoting me. They think, and they figured it out during the taping of Pit Stop that the other lever that's going to work is going to be one. I called it first. I was going to make sure in history that I said it first.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, I do too. And if it's not, then, hey.
So, in the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? As we send home Joella and we award On Your Nerve for this episode. Now, we have a ranking that we have to go through. And like I said, we might gag you a little bit. We want to start from the bottom, work our way up?
Yes. Let's start with our mules.
Well, obviously, at the very bottom on this episode for me is going to be Joella because she got sent packing by Corey Kyng. And
I don't rank the queen that goes home. So my bottom, because once they are so sashay away, they are off my list. So I have in my bottom as my bottom queen running the worst race right now is Acacia Forgot.
Ready to gag? It's gonna be the first gag of the century. Or at least this episode. My very next bottom queen is going to be Corey Kyng.
Look at that.
I feel that she doesn't have a vision. She doesn't, and she can prove me wrong. But currently, I feel like she's not ready for this. I love you. I love your energy. Come on home to Papa. All that good stuff. But I don't think you're ready.
I see. I have just a little bit more faith in Corey Kyng.
I did.
Hence why I have Harmona Lisa as my next bottom queen. I think that Harmona Lisa, the way that the race that she is running right now, I feel like she is prepared enough for the runways. I think that she's prepared enough for the runway. She has
Corey?
a good Harmona Lisa. Harmona, yeah.
Yes,
I think that
absolutely.
she has a good eye and is prepared enough for the runway. Where I think that she is currently underwater is challenges. I don't think that she has done well in challenges, and I don't know how well she's going to do in the next challenge. RDR Live, you still got Snatch Game up. You still have the ball coming up. And stuff like that.
She's going to do good at the ball.
Yeah, I feel like she's going to do good at the ball.
Kill the ball.
But when you have multiple looks that you're going to have to put together, who knows?
No, I think she can easily do that. I don't question that at all. I do think RDR Live, she better come up with something else because that talent show gig ain't it.
Right. Snatch Game, who knows?
But in comparison to Corey Kyng, whose talent was a lip sync, and then in the Monopolist look, she gave us Big Bird.
Okay, I see your case.
And now in this episode, you gave me a ripped off Big Bird. Okay, we'll call it Tweety Bird, and unpolished look on the runway. Like, I love her. I think that she has a lot of great potential. I just don't think that she is ready to be. And again, she can prove me wrong, but right now she's the bottom. I don't like Hormona's challenges, but right now she's coasting, and her designs and her looks are saving her. Corey doesn't have that to fall on, and her challenges have been mediocre or bad. So I have Corey Kyng, and then you have Hormona. I have Acacia Forgot.
Oh, okay. So I have then I have Corey Kyng, much for a lot of the reasons that you said, as my third from the bottom. Above Corey Kyng, I have Lydia B. Collins. I am not I like Lydia. I like her. Like, personality is great. I think she would be a hoot to hang out with and stuff like that. Sometimes her drag is hitting, other times it is not. And for that inconsistency, it's why I have her listed as my fourth from the bottom.
I would,
and what I call my mules of the race.
She's
the top mule, though.
Put her. I didn't talk about Acacia. I did. I said it earlier. I don't like her looks. I don't think she's a strong queen. But so my bottom three would be Corey, Hormona, Acacia, and then Lydia. So Lydia's in the same spot for both of us.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now she's a background queen to me. She has not stood out in any good way since like her no, she's not stood out in a good way. I'm thinking about her talent show. No. Sorry. And above her, I have Lana Jure.
Agree.
I think Lana, it's just the look of the draw here. You got to show us more.
Right.
You're not a bad queen. You're not like sitting at the bottom for any reason that you did anything wrong. I just think you have not stood out enough yet.
Right.
So that's why Lana's right there.
Yes. I agree. Lana's in the same spot with me. Above Lana, I have Ariete.
I have Ariete.
Okay. I think Ariete is solid. It's just that she's placing at the top. It's just that, again, when you're in the tops, it's points, but it doesn't count as much as winning. And there are a lot of winners, that are ahead of her that have had, better quality race, overall better quality of race to me. And that's the thing. Ariete is really outside of the winner circle because everyone above Ariete has won or was in the tops, for their during an episode and was in a position to win or lip sync for the win.
Right.
So, I give, credit to the two winners on the episode, but like,
Ariete is just, I don't know.
She's just on the outside.
You know what I feel like? I feel like Ariete is giving me my Morphine edit. Because like Morphine for me was pretty. She was relying on her body more than she should have been for most of the season. But like she came out such a winner.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't win a season, I mean everyone fell in love with her during the Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
And she deserved every bit of it. And I feel like Ariete is like, you can't really say anything. Like, I don't care if Michelle doesn't like the little cat nose that Ariete does. She's beautiful. She's talented.
Right.
She hasn't stood out enough. That's the only thing for me with Ariete. Above Ariete, I have Jewel Sparkles.
Aha! Believe it or not, I have Sam Starr above Ariete. Reason is because as you and y'all I love Sam. I love Sam Starr. It is a situation where I felt as though that her win wasn't as strong as a win as the other folks, and again the overall quality of her race
She won the main
is slightly
challenge.
below. Yeah, I know she won a main challenge.
She won
Yes,
the main challenge.
I know she
And
won a main challenge.
I feel like the inverse of what you're saying is like I'm not a big Sam Star fan, but
But
I
I'm also
think
taking
that
into account her performance over the course of the races in other challenges as well. And factoring in the overall race, yes, that one challenge win is great, but she did not perform as well as all of the other people have overall in every other competition, because all the other people that are above her were high performing in all of the competitions thus far, whereas she was high performing honestly in just one.
her runway always on point.
Yes, no, her runway is always on point, but yeah, it's a combination, and it's the overall race too. It's how are you performing in the mini challenges?
So like
at least
I
with
have Jill Sparkles here because I think she's great.
me.
She's and it's funny we're talking about Sam Star and Jill Sparkles because they come from the same family. And there's a polish on both of them. I just feel like right now Sam is shining more. Like Jill, in my opinion, is getting more airtime, but Sam is still like she's adding the extra. I think she understands drag better. When you look at Jill
Understands
Sparkles
her drag
and
better,
Sam
yeah.
Star, I think that's the partners. Like, and your drag better because like you can put on elements of another person's look,
Right.
but I understand with Corey and Joella is like I don't think they really have a vision of who they are as a drag performer. That and
Right.
not only does she have, I think she speaks it fluently. Jewel Sparkles, I think she does, but I just don't think she's as polished as Sam Star.
Yes.
Because Jewel Sparkles gives me drag. Oh, like I can't pick her drag apart and say anything negative about it. She gives me the drag that we want, but I just feel like between the two, it's Sam for me. So Sam is above Jules for me, and then above Sam Star in fourth place, I have Susie Toot.
So above
Jules,
or above Sam for me, because I
okay.
have Sam above Ariete, is Jewel Sparkles. And then above,
so we would just switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then above Jewel Sparkles, I actually have Crystal Envy in my fourth place spot.
All right. Because Crystal Envy is in my third and Susie is in my fourth.
Yeah, Susie's in my third, just to, yeah.
So here's my thing. I like Susie, not raving over her. This episode, I did rave this episode because she did an amazing job.
Yes.
Like credit where credit is due. However, I can't. I'm sorry.
It's the makeup, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not even just
the makeup.
If her makeup the entire season thus far it was consistent with this episode, and you put her up against Crystal Envy side by side throughout the entire season so far, hands down, I'm giving it to Crystal. The makeup. Let's talk about the outfits. Susie's not doing anything with Crystal when it comes to outfits. Crystal Envy has some amazing looks. She understands her body. She pulls it together well. I'm sorry. Right. Not sorry. And again, giving Susie Toot the credit that she deserves, I just feel like Crystal Envy is notches above her.
So this is where I have the thing with Susie, and this is why I am a little bit more partial to Susie in this situation. Again, looking at the overall quality of the race, I do factor in star quality and star power ability. And in my opinion, Susie has way more star charisma than than Crystal Envy does, and that does carry you in the race. That carries you in the race. It may get you further. Like look at Q. You know what I mean? A lot of folks say Q really didn't have any business getting as far as she did, and I do think that Q earned a spot in the finale. They should have took her to the finale.
I agree,
but at the end of the day, she had more charisma. It was the charisma that really carried her through.
Some people it's just a slow burn. I think that like I look forward to seeing in my head that Lydia B. Collins is going to have a wake up moment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Crystal Envy is going to have, I don't want to say a wake up moment, but like what she did in this episode was impressive to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just feel like she's going to
Yes, that
continue.
runway was.
I am equally as impressed with Crystal Envy as I am disappointed in Corey King.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yes. Crystal Envy has definitely shown me a lot of things that I wasn't expecting, at the preseason and everything else like that, like looking into her and stuff. Like, yeah, she's definitely elevated.
One of the most fun things about doing this throughout the season is making our predictions and seeing how the tables turn for certain queens.
Yeah.
Because like there's nothing bad about Crystal Envy's drag at all. It's just I wasn't paying attention to her because there were some queens who were just outstanding and they stand out so well, and there's some queens that are just so loud.
Like I said, they have that charisma, they have that riz, as the kids say, the riz. It's the riz.
But there's another thing that happens throughout the season besides just like seeing tables turn. As people get eliminated, and this is what I think is going to happen with Lydia, depending on how far she goes in the season, with less voices and less people taking up space, it gives room for other people that you didn't think about to start to stand out.
Yeah, and they start to see things, yeah.
So
our top two.
Well, there are only two people left.
Yes, but we have them in different places.
We do,
like our entire list. So I have On Your Nerve in in second. And slightly ahead is Lexi Love.
So ours are inverse. So I have Lexi Love in 2 and On Your Nerves in my number 1 spot.
Right.
And I feel like I can justify it.
I feel like both are justified. I'm not, I don't see.
I mean, if we were at the
I want y'all
finale,
I want y'all out there to tell me who is right in the comments down below. All right. Make sure that you tell us who got it right with the top two. Is it me with Lexi Love and On Your Nerve, or is it Kevyn with On Your Nerve and Lexi Love? Like, and tell us why. You make the case, because we both know that they're great queens. We both know that Anya and Lexi Love have the capabilities of being at hey
Mike.
They have the capabilities of being there at the end,
Hey, Reggie.
So
hey, sis.
Just make sure, just tell us because y'all know where we stand on those two queens.
I still want to give my arguments about my ranking.
Go ahead.
And why.
Go ahead.
So I have
your show.
It's our show.
That too.
Lexi Love at number 2, because she is supposed to be at number 1, but I feel like Anya Nerves just stepped all over her and took that spot. I don't think that there is a queen outside of Anya right now that could really give Lexi a real run for her money. And I feel like this season we have some really good performers and queens on the show. Lexi, I told y'all earlier about like just her background. She's so inspiring. She is, in my opinion, an icon in her own right. What she gets from her struggle, I feel that On Your Nerves pulls it out her ass. Like, I think that Anya is just a creative queen who sleeps, eats, drinks, pisses, and shits talent. That's how I feel. I feel like last episode when she gave us that green look for Monopulence, y'all heard me. Sam Star won. Sam Star should have won, but I was rooting for Anya because it wasn't. I don't even think that the gown was like the most opulent looking gown. But there's a stark quality about Anya that sold it, that pulled that look together, and it was good. And she sold it. She commanded the stage. And watching her in this episode, you realize like that's who she is. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about. And if she catch you slipping, she's going to take that opportunity and take the lead. She's playing a competitive game. She can back it up with her talent. She's hungry for it. And I feel like she's one of those people like you're gonna throw her any challenge and she's going to kill it. I look forward to seeing her in RDR live. I think that's going to be fun. I don't want to compare her to Simone because they are two different entities, but I could see a trajectory for her.
Mm.
And that's why right now, Anya Nerves is my number one queen who I think has a really good chance at taking this competition. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah, especially with you liking somebody in the Simone trajectory. So yeah,
Right. Because honestly, I didn't get the Simone trajectory.
Yeah.
I did not get it.
Yeah,
like
no.
Rose, me, got Mick me, please. Rose. And I'm not because I'm not going to give it to Candy.
Mm-mm.
I think Got Mick was good, but no, it was Rose's. It was Rose's to win, but obviously Simone did what she needed to do and stole the win.
Yeah, she did,
and she didn't even steal it. She earned it.
She did it all season except for a couple slip ups, but like other than that,
don't matter.
Yeah,
she did her job.
Yeah.
I don't
won
know
those lip syncs. That's just the thing.
All right, y'all. Now this can be hold on. This could be my drag delusion here.
Okay.
This is King Kevin's drag delusion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call out 3 names, right? And in these 3 names, what I want to do is fuse them together and put a lot of pressure on your nerves.
Mm.
You ready?
Go ahead. Do what you do.
Simone.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca Del Rio. And I will explain in a little bit. And Bob the Drag Queen. And the reason why I'm calling those 3 people, and honestly, Simone don't really fit that category as much. But I feel like Anya is going to be able to swivel in and out of these competitions in a way where she won't end up in the bottom. And she's going to show them why she belongs at the top. And even if she doesn't win, she's going to be one of those. I think she's going to be one of the breakout stars from the season. Every season has those people who don't win, but they don't win the competition, but they win big in life after the competition. Anya Nerves is giving me that. I'm just calling her in the winner's circle because I see it. I see her at some point being able to help other queens with her and be shady about it. I feel like her polish and her humor is going to be completely on. She knows when to quiver. Like I've seen several girls in this episode, Joella, Joe Sparkles, Harmona Lisa do that little, and it just didn't feel right. I feel like if Anya does it, it's going to give me more Simone, but it's going to be done right. She knows when to flick her hair. She knows how to pin up a dress nicely. She knows what she's doing. Rue did a good job with selecting that one. I'm telling you. I'm giving it a lot, but I'm confident with this one. And it's not about I like this one, so I'm hoping they're doing good. No, there's something there. There's something there.
Well, there you have it.
And I can go on.
The Kyng soliloquy.
Yeah.
Yes. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. As y'all can see, I was, being the on time person over here, but other people just wanted to go on and stand up on their soapbox. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So let us know down in the comments what your rankings are looking like, how you're enjoying the season, who is your front runner, who are your mules, who is running the worst race. Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. All right. As you know, Stoney's final word, all right, of the day. Hey, your dollars are opportunities. Okay. Spend your dollars at the places that are going to give us genuine opportunities here in America, because that is the real voice. All right. So take that with what you will. Do your research and your homework. All right. Thank y'all for coming. God bless you.